Have you ever wished you just had a co-pilot in the classroom? Someone to help with the heavy lifting? Well, in this explainer, we're going to dive into how AI can do just that. Help you conquer that workload and get back to the real heart of teaching, which is, of course, inspiring your students. Okay, let's just start by talking about a challenge that every single educator knows all too well. You're constantly juggling, right? There's lesson planning, creating content, all the grading, and of course, supporting your students. It's this huge balancing act. And the big question is, can technology really help? Or is it just another complicated thing to learn? Well, that's where these two tools come in. Today, we're looking at a couple of powerful AI tools from Google that might just be the solution: Gemini and NotebookLM. And I want you to think of them less as a replacement for you and more like those co-pilots we were just talking about. They're here to help you navigate your day-to-day workflow way more efficiently. All right, so to really get the most out of them, you got to know which tool to pick for which job. I mean, they might look kind of similar at first glance, but figuring out what makes each one special, well, that's the key to working smarter, not harder. So this table kind of breaks it down pretty simply. If you need to do broad research, brainstorm new ideas, or generate brand new content from scratch, Gemini is your go-to. But if you need to analyze or summarize or build on specific documents that you've already picked out, the NotebookLM is absolutely the perfect tool for that job. So here's the crucial difference, right? It's all about their approach to information. Think of Gemini as your explorer. It's out there scanning the entire web, looking for new ideas and making new connections for you. NotebookLM, on the other hand, is more like your focused research assistant. It works only with the materials you give it. It's a closed universe, which is super powerful. Okay, now that we know our tools, let's actually put them to work. And we're going to start right at the beginning, where every great course begins: designing the curriculum. I mean, this is the blueprint for everything else, isn't it? You can pretty much break this whole design process down into 4 key phases. And what's really cool is, as you'll see, AI can jump in and help at every single step of the way, from that initial research all the way through to the final evaluation. So let's take that first research phase. This is where NotebookLM is just brilliant. Imagine you can upload a whole bunch of academic papers or industry reports, and instead of you having to read every single word, it helps you pull it all together, spot the key trends, and really get a handle on what your students need, all before you even start planning. And once you've got that solid research base, then you can turn to Gemini. You can take all those insights you just found and, using its deep research features, you can ask it to help you structure everything. It can help build a really coherent, comprehensive course plan or a syllabus for the whole semester. Okay, so you've got a solid plan. Now comes the part that is really the creative heart of teaching, actually creating the content. And let's be honest, we all know this can be the most time-consuming part of the job. That blank page, yeah, it can be pretty intimidating. And the sheer range of what AI can help you generate here, it's just incredible. Seriously, we're not just talking about one thing. Think about it. Lecture notes, presentation slides, fun learning activities, quizzes. You can even get it to make images for your presentations. It's all about turning that scary blank page into a really rich, engaging learning experience, and doing it so much faster. This is where Gemini really shines as a creative partner. You can give it a super simple prompt, something like, hey, create a lesson plan about cellular respiration for my 10th graders. And boom, it generates a fantastic first draft for you with structured text, ideas for activities, and even some visuals just to get you started. Now, NotebookLM takes a totally different approach. It's much more grounded. Here, you feed it your trusted source materials. So maybe a textbook chapter, a few articles you like, or even just a link to a YouTube video. And then it helps you build your content directly from that foundation that you've already approved. Oh, and this? This is a brilliant time saver. I mean, instead of spending hours and hours writing quizzes from scratch, you can just feed your lecture notes into Gemini and have it generate the questions for you. Think about what that means. You could do more frequent, low-stakes check-ins to see where your students are really at without all that prep time. That is a total game changer. Of course, creating the content is really only half the battle, right? The real magic happens when students actually engage with it. So the question becomes, how do we assess their learning and give them meaningful feedback without just getting buried in paperwork? Let's take a look at how AI can help transform this really critical part of teaching. And this image, this says it all, doesn't it? the mounting of grading. It's a huge pain point for so many educators. What AI offers here is a really powerful way to make this whole process not just faster, but also way more consistent and, honestly, more effective. So check this out. With a tool like NotebookLM, you can upload a student's assignment right alongside your grading rubric. And then it can help you score the work, it can generate personalized feedback based on your criteria, and it can even help you build a bank of reusable comments for those common mistakes you see over and over again. So helpful. And the support doesn't stop at grading. Think about this. You could upload all your course materials into NotebookLM and have it automatically generate a super comprehensive FAQ document or a study guide for your students ahead of a big test. It's really about providing that amazing personalized support, but at scale. So when you put all this together, what does it actually mean for the future of teaching? How does embracing these kinds of tools really change what it means to be an educator? I think this quote really gets to the heart of it all. This is not about replacing educators. It's about empowering them. By letting AI handle those repetitive administrative tasks, you get back the one thing you can never make more of: time. And that's time you can now spend focusing on the truly human side of teaching. Things like mentorship, sparking curiosity, and making those crucial connections with your students. And that leaves us with one last kind of provocative thought to chew on. As these AI tools start handling more of the content creation and the admin work, maybe the educator's main role will start to shift. Maybe it's less about being the sage on the stage who just delivers information and more about becoming a learning architect, someone who designs absolutely incredible learning experiences for their students. Something to think about for sure.